The next and very important section of the CD is the heart of the CD, and that is your question bank center where you create all your tests. So we click on Question Bank Center. That is the first thing that we do. Let's take a look now at what we have on this particular screen. You can see you can select your subject. So here are all your subjects: maths literacy, mathematics, physical sciences. Then you've got select your grade, and you can select grade 10 to 12, for example, and click on your drop-down menu. And if you want to select maths literacy, you can select grade 10, 11, or 12. Similarly, you can do for mathematics, grade 10, 11, 12. So let us say we want to make up a test now on maths literacy. The first thing we do is we click on the maths literacy tab, and you'll notice it goes yellow. If it doesn't go yellow, then you have not clicked properly. Then we select our grade. So our grade could be grade 10. We click on grade 10. And then we simply click on the next button. And let's see what happens when we do that. It will now load for you all the topics and content of your curriculum for Maths Literacy Grade 10. There we go. Now let's go through the headings of this particular screen. The first heading relates to the term. Then we have the topic that you may want to select. Then the content, the question type, the number of questions, and the difficulty of those questions. So you'll see in term, if you scroll down your screen, you'll have different terms. So for example, there you'll see term 1, and then you'll have all the term 2 information, term 3, and then you have term 4. Within each term, as per the CAP statements, you will have the topics. So your first topic in term 1 is numbers and calculation with numbers. And then the content within that first topic, you can see, is operations on numbers and calculator skills. Your question type, you click that drop-down menu, it will give you different types of questions like short questions, multiple choice, whatever type of question you may want. Then what happens over here in the number of questions, you can select the number of questions you want on each of these content topics. And you will notice that sometimes there's a 0 in the number column. That means there are no questions in that particular content or topic relating to E. E means easy, M is medium, H is hard. So there are no easy questions, but there are 2 medium ones and 2 hard questions. So how do you create your assessment? Assuming you would like some of this content, you simply click in the round circle, the radio button, and a green tick appears. Please make sure that you see the green tick, and then you scroll down and say, okay, I may want some percentages in my test. Let's click there, and you scroll down a bit more, and you look at all the content and topics. You may decide that you want only 1 medium question there, so you reduce that down. Please make sure that you click on the green and you get a green tick. And let's click over here, we get 2 questions there. And the next thing you do is simply click the next button. And you'll see that after you click the next button, your test appears very quickly. And you'll see that your test gives you the topic, the content, the term. You also have a calculator that you can click on the screen where at any time you can make some calculations or work out various things. So that's how it works. You simply click the calculator and you can do some calculations. For every question there's a mark allocation. You can add in your own mark allocation. So here I'm putting in 3. And here is an interactive question where you can actually type in your answer. Not all questions are interactive, but some of them are, and when they are, you can type them in, or it's a multiple choice question, or whatever it is. You can click View Answer, and that will give you the step-by-step solution, and in some cases just the final answer to the question. Let's scroll down a bit and see what other features we have. You can also on any particular question decide I don't like this particular question and click the Remove Question. So if you click Remove Question, then this particular question will disappear and it's no longer there. What you can also do, you'll see in a minute, I'll show you in another question, you can, for example, decide that you want to refresh a question. So let's say that in this particular question, you would like to see another question that is similar to this one, and you can click Refresh. And what happens then is that the database will produce another question for you if it does have another question in the database relating to the same topic and content. So just to summarize, you can view the answers, you can refresh your questions, you can remove your questions, and you can also put in all the mark allocations of each question. Assuming that you are happy with your assessment or your worksheet, your test, you can scroll down to the bottom. You can see how nice these tests are looking and how quickly you can compile them. Once you're happy with them, you click the Next button. When you click the Next button, this particular screen gives you different options of how you can create your test. You've got on-screen tests where the test can be answered on the screen with or without answers, or you have PDF documents. That's documents you can print out and photocopy and hand out to your class, also with and without answers. And then you have Word documents, and these are really nice because you can then change the questions, because once they're saved in Word, you can manipulate and change them to whatever you want. Now, very importantly, when you are saving a test, you must enter a class name for that test, so we can call this test 1 for argument's sake. If you don't give it a name, then nothing will be saved. Here you've got type of assessment. You can call it anything you want, homework. Time allocation, you can enter how long the test should take. You don't have to do all of this, but you must always enter the class name. School name, you can enter a name of a school. So let's call it King's School. Teacher name, the teacher might be David. And then you can give instructions, for example, let's say use a calculator or whatever your instruction is going to be. And then if we scroll down the screen a bit, you'll notice that the software automatically produces for you what is called an assessment weighting table, which tells you what is in your test. We have selected questions on number. This is the content. There are 2 questions. There's an equal weighting of 50% each. Notice that every screen has a back button. You can always go back and redo this if you don't like this weighting, or if you want to add more questions to the test, you can go and redo it. If you're happy, you click the Save button, and if you click Save button, it takes you to a saved assessment screen, and it gives you the month of the year, November 2011. It also tells you you've created a Maths Literacy Grade 10 assessment. If you click that, it will show you all the assessments you've made for this particular day. So here we have 2 tests we've made up on 5 November. We can click on them, and if you click on them, you will notice that it creates the assessment for you, and it's really as simple as that. What we've done here is we've created an on-screen or a PDF document test, whatever the case may be. I'm going to go and take you through the different types of tests that you can create again quickly, so that you understand exactly how you create